Yesterday something happened that gave me a fascinating insight that I can't wait to share with you. Because it blew my mind by how obvious it was, but how little I had applied that in my life. So yesterday, I came back from a little weekend away with the dog, took him to the hot springs, and had a fantastic time there. So we arrived back home, and the cat's there, waiting for us, begging for food. And as I go to grab some food for the cat, she just starts attacking the dog again. And the dog just doesn't care about this cat. The dog's just minding his own business. He's not even looking at her, and she latches at him and tries to attack him. That moment, I had this mind-blowing realization that that dog has really done nothing wrong towards that cat. That dog has never barked at the cat. He's never done anything kind of aggressive towards the cat. He's never even paid attention to that cat. Yet the cat, since the very beginning, has been attacking him. And suddenly I was like, wait a second. So, in this conflict, it really is 100% the cat's fault. The cat is the only one starting the conflict. Because she's scared, granted, because the dog is big and he has big teeth and he may look scary to her. But she's the only one starting the conflict. Now, the reason that was mind-blowing for me is because when I grew up as a kid, I was always told that conflicts are at least two-sided. If there's two people, the two people have always a responsibility in the conflict. And that's how it was when I grew up as a kid. Even more than that, actually, as a kid. When I grew up at home, it was even a little more twisted than that because I was the older brother. And so my mom's reaction was always that you're the older brother, so you shouldn't be using force. You can't hit your little brother. Even if he hits you, you're older, so you should be able to solve the situation without violence, without creating more problems. And so what I realized that when I was a kid, I actually learned that the weak is always right. That the weak is always right because he's weak. And the strong is always wrong, and it's always the responsibility on the stronger to dissipate the conflict. And so I found that this insight of realizing that actually sometimes conflicts are one-sided blew my mind. Because a lot of the situations that I've been, at least in life, in some situations of conflict, have been due in cause to this thought, this idea that if there's a conflict between me and another person, I must have a responsibility. But now that I've seen that the dog has actually no responsibility in the conflict with the cat, I'm wondering how my life would change. How will yours?